Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 16 of our Season 2 for Medieval Dynasty. We just unlocked the horses at the end of episode 15, so we've got the stable positioned, but we need the animals to move for the day before we can actually build it. So what we're going to do is go on a bit of a sales run to get rid of all that flatbread that we made at the end of the season, or at the end of the episode as well. And then we're going to get the stable built and head on down to Hornica and upgrade from a donkey to a horse. We're also going to see what we can do about some questing and continue our progress as far as fields and building. We still have one more house to build to get rid of the last of the temporary housing. So if you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and load in. Alrighty, and here we are loaded in. We are all ready to go on our sales run. I believe we already got our stuff together. Yep, we got a bunch of materials that we can take with us. Let's go ahead and make ourselves some scrambled eggs before we leave, or not. Do we not have an extra bowl? That's odd. I must have put one in storage without realizing it. That's okay. Now we got some food with us. We'll get a drink, and we will set out. Oh, maybe not. I think it is about to be evening time, which means our sale run is going to have to wait a little bit, because they are not going to be open by the time that we get there if all of our people just stopped working. So what we're going to do is, instead, we're going to throw all the crap that we have for sale back into storage, and we're going to go hit up the mine. I think that'll be a better use of our time. So my goal is to get back before the animals get out in the morning and see if we can't get that stable built up. And then we'll grab all of our stuff that we had originally stocked up on to sell and actually go on the sale run in the morning because, yeah, they're all going to be closed. He always wanted to go down to Mexico and eat a lot. Yeah. I was very, very blessed in that when I was in 5th grade, we lived in Arizona, which I don't know how familiar you are with U.S. geography, but Arizona shares a border with Mexico. And the school program that I was on, one of the teachers was an immigrant, legally, of course, but she was from Moctezuma, Sonora, Mexico. And she, of course, taught us Spanish because in Arizona, there are a lot of people that are bilingual, and there are some that are not bilingual but only speak Spanish. So it was necessary for us to have that as part of our education. But she, not only did she teach us that, but she had a thing going because she was related to the mayor, where for 3 months we went down to Mexico and went to a Mexican school, and then for 3 months our buddy, our partner that we lived with while we were down there, because they had us bunk with various families. But at the end, for 3 months, they would come back with us and live with us and go to our school. So it was a really neat experience. And I was raised what was considered very poor for the U.S. And I, after having been to some of the parts of Mexico that we went, I stopped complaining about being poor because I had zero room to bitch. We were always low middle class, sometimes upper lower class, depending on where we were living and what was going on. But compared to some of the stuff that I saw in Mexico, we had a pretty good life. It was super cool to get that experience, and that age bracket was a perfect time for me to go to not develop a lot of the nasty habits that our culture in the U.S. encourages. It was good to see another culture, not just read about it or hear about it and all the racist bullshit that goes on. And I mean, that was still in the 90s. I'm sure, I don't even know if the schools are still doing it anymore, but there wasn't as much of the crap going on at our southern border that there is now when I went. it was a lot easier to get through and whatnot, but I'm glad I went. It was a hell of an experience, and I don't regret it in the least. I'm hoping that we can get the mine here relatively soon. And it helps that all of this harvesting in the mine is actually giving us tech points towards the mine. That's always beneficial. But at the point that we get the mine, we can try to switch over to iron and not look back. Although we do still need to get up to where we can actually process the iron. And I think we're a little ways away from that still. We need the smithy tier 3 for that. I'm not entirely sure where we're at on production XP at the moment. I'm thinking that we need to keep 4 or 5 of these potions. So we've already down 3. We brought 6. So I'm thinking 4 or 5 is going to be what it takes for the mine. So keeping 6 on hand is probably not a terrible idea. Was that really the last one? Whoop. So now we're going to drink this potion to find out that it was already the last one. Because that's how that works. Yeah, I think that was the last node. God, these potions are definitely a game changer, though. They really, really do make a difference in here. I don't know that we'll use them outside the mine, but for in the mine, those potions are definitely worth having. It was just to double check and make sure that we'd gotten everything. Let's see how much bronze we got out of her this time, because we did finish working over our maximizing what we get out of mining. We did finish that skill line, so we should have gotten the maximum amount that we could possibly get out of this. 32. So it looks like there is a little bit of RNG in there, because we were able to get 37 last trip, and we got like 5 or 10% less material. So there is a little bit of RNG. That's okay, though. 32 is respectable. Well, we got traffic jams at the exits, but that's alright. They're not in our way, that's what matters. Oh, it was 12. Yay! I did not bring nearly enough logs. Okay. Oh no, it's a thatch roof. Noted. Which means we didn't need any of these planks realistically, except for the 4 that we already put down. Okay, so it's all about logs and straw now. Yeah, that was way more than we needed. I think we only actually needed 48. I don't want the framing, I want the roof. There we go. We now have a stable. Moving on up. And we should have plenty of money for the horses. Yeah, we're at 50 grand, almost 55 grand. And we're going to be taking quite a bit to sell with us. Now the downside is, remember, we can't just sell to the stable master everything that we can't just sell a bunch of stuff to get back what we spend with the stable master, because when you purchase animals, it goes to the quote-unquote animal and is removed from circulation. So it's not actually going to the stable master, it's just going to disappear on us. Okay. I'll take a quick bath to get better prices. I don't know if it affects pricing or not, but if you get too dirty, the village people won't talk to you anymore. The NPCs won't talk to you anymore. I don't really know that the village people can talk to you anyway, unless you've got a Ouija board. Aren't most of them dead? I feel like they are. I could be wrong, though. I have this weird habit of, if I have not heard of or about a celebrity in more than 6 months, I just assume they're dead. Although, to be fair, I kind of do that with people, too. Like, if I have a friend that I haven't heard from for 6 months or more, I just assume they're dead. There we go. Alright, now we're actually going to go straight for Hornica, I think. They should be up and about by the time we get there. Because it's a bit of a trek. Now, what's going to be the quickest way to get there from here? I think it actually is going to be to head south through... Yeah. To head south to here on the road, and then cut west. And then down along this road, where the bear resides, because of course it is. It might be quicker to just go over the mountain. No, the last time we tried to go over the mountain, it didn't work very well. We're not going to fool with the mountain. I don't trust it. Be an easy fix. Now, I did cut yesterday's episode this afternoon when I got back from dinner, and I noticed YouTube was struggling a little bit. I had to constantly keep refreshing when I was trying to cut for it to actually save the video. That was super annoying. So, I don't know what's up with that. I'm not entirely sure if it was my internet, but I'm guessing it's not, because I'm getting a steady green signal on the stream. So the only thing I can figure is YouTube's super busy. Maybe some of the big streamers are doing stuff. I don't know. That's what I always assume when YouTube's being wonky, is that the big streamers are just overloading it. Are you the cook? You're the cook. Okay. No, you're not the cook. So we need berries, cherries, plums, apples. You know what I really should do? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to use snipping tool real quick. And we are going to take... I know you can't see what I'm doing, but we're taking a screenshot of our quest requirements so that I don't have to keep popping in and out of the vendors to see what we actually need. So I've got a snip of that up so that I can look without looking, kind of a thing. There you are. Okay, so we need 4 apples. Berries, we need 30, so we'll take all 22. Cabbage, we need 2, which we already have. Carrots, we need 6. Cherries, we need 20. Plums, we need 10. Oh, wait, no. Plum's not alpha. I wish the list was alphabetical, but it is not. Did he have any beetroot? He did have beetroot. We need 4 of them. Hop? Hop. We need 12 of those. Pear. We need 4 of. And then we'll have to see where we're at from there. Do we need plums? We did. We needed 10 plums. I think that's everything, or at least everything that we can get from him. Nope. Nope. Okay, so let's re-up our screenshot here. So it looks like we still need 8 berries. And we have everything else. So that screenshot was super helpful, because I would not have remembered that many items. I have a good memory, but that's a bit ridiculous. Oh, nope. Ah, I got him. Sweet.
Help you. See you soon.
Oh, hey, diplomacy level on top of it all. Fantastic. So barter's actually done. Faster production from NPCs would be fantastic. Yep, I think that's where we're going. We're doing the inspiring speech first, and then we'll do Castellan, and then I believe good host. Yep. So inspiring speech is next, and then those other 2. Wait, what, did we only have 1 point? No, we had 2. Excellent. So our NPCs now produce 10% faster. Alright. Just plain Jane brown ones. Alright, so thankfully, because our diplomacy level is high enough, we've got the significant reduce of price. So rather than being the 11,000 that horses normally are, ours are only 8,400. Which is fantastic. And we're going to buy him a mare as well. And those ones we are actually going to make a breeding pair. Up to and including putting somebody in there with them. Speaking of, because we still only have 2 donkeys, so at this point they've been together for 2 years. I'm pretty sure that we actually need somebody there for them to breed. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure, and we're still not going to put anybody in. We're going to keep that running, but we are going to put one in with the horses so that we can get some baby horses, because that's not only going to keep us in mounts as they get old, but it's also going to allow us to sell off the older ones and make our money back, because you get half as much as they cost. So it cost us 8,400 for the horses, so we'll likely get 4,200 when we sell one. Although that might actually be a little bit different because of our points in diplomacy. Let's see. Yeah, so it would actually sell for 5,600, which means 10,000. So it would be 11,200 for a horse if you didn't have any points in the price reduction for horses. So in this particular case, we're going to get half back, but in our case, it's not even half, it's more, because we only spent 8,600, I think, or 8,400, something like that for them. I think it was 8,400. So when we sell them, we're going to get 5,600. So it's only going to take 3 babies before we're actually above, well, 4 babies. 3. I think we can do it in 3. Where we'll actually be making a profit on the horses breeding, as well as still using them. So that's good to know. What do we have here? Looks like a plank? Not a plank. What do we have here? We have a copper hammer? Are you a copper hammer? Because if you are... Alright, we're going to have to actually get down, because sometimes the game is dumb. Sweet. So if we get another one of those... Ooh, and a water skin. Alright, we'll actually use that. And some extra apples. Yeah, we can actually use that water skin and stop carrying around the heavy bucket. Yeah, I don't recommend using animals for profit in this game in general, unless you were already going to use the animal to begin with. Like, we will eventually start to turn a profit on pigs as well. That's not why we have the pigs, that's not why we have the horses, but it's just an added bonus. It's much more effective to, oh, damn. Get that big old buck. It's much more effective to make money on them if you're also using them for something else. Otherwise, it takes so long for them to breed and for the babies to grow that it's just not efficient to use them for specifically money making. It's just... And then we can head on up to the other villages. We will actually stop and get the horse along the way. As we pass our own village, we will stop for the horse. So I plan on going from Jezrika up to Lesnica, and then across to Danica, and then up to home, where we'll switch mounts, and then continue up to Rolnica and keep going around, provided we still have things to sell. I do at the very least want to see about their quests, though, and make sure that we can, if we have an opportunity to, that we get all of the tech points that we can out of quests. Am I still on the right road? No. I needed to hang a left. Stuff. I am very glad, mechanics-wise, that they allow you to sell anything to anyone. That makes me very, very happy. The one thing that I will say, though, is it's extraordinarily unrealistic. Because what on earth would a fisherman need with 20 flatbread and some stone knives? Or, you know, 27 pairs of stone shoes and some vials. I don't know why they set it up that way, but I'm glad that they did, because it would be very, very difficult to sell your goods. What you doing in the lake, man? Yeah, we'll just screenshot that because that's weird as shit. Those are some big ass fish. He's just hanging out in the lake. I feel like that's how you drown. Although it would add some depth to the game if you could only sell, like maybe make it a setting or for a hard mode kind of a deal, where you can only sell goods to people that would actually use them. Like you can't sell flour to the farmer because why would he want more flour when he's making flour to sell? You would have to sell it to like the tavern masters. That would be a fun idea for a mod. I mean, food you should be able to sell to pretty much everybody in certain amounts, except for maybe like, you know, the baker or the tavern lady. Because, you know, they don't need food, they already sell food. That would be like sitting at home and making a dozen fresh baked donuts and then taking them to Dunkin' Donuts and trying to get them to buy them. It's just not a good idea. Up there. Alright. So do we have any shoes left? We do. We have one. And 25 stone knives. And now we are down to just selling wooden vials, so we might not... Oh. And now we're out of wooden vials, so actually our sale run is finished. And we wound up, we had just slightly more than what we spent on the horses. When we left home, we had 54,000, and we now have 56,000. So that entire sale trip actually paid for our horses. I do want to swing by Danica, though, anyway, and see about possibly getting that quest, depending on what it is. Now, we do want to probably quick save here and watch out for bandits, because we've been hit here a couple of times between the bridges and the mountain pass. Oh, he's chasing something. As long as it's not us, I don't care. Are you a lynx as well? Yes. Alright, I think we got away with it. I don't think we actually had to kill anything. Oh, bollocks. I had to say something, didn't I? That there is a bandit camp. Yeah, I see you, Mr. Bandit. Nope. Shut up, donkey. I don't want them to know you're here. Over his head. Ah. Nope. I'm just gonna waste all my arrows on this one guy. There we go. Well, now we have all the apples we ever could have wanted. That was a lot of bandits. That was a whole lot of bandits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bandits? You can still hear them running. Oh, look, he's still running. Like his feet are moving, and his shoulders are moving. Yeah, he still thinks he's running. Oh, they all are. Yeah, all of them are still running. Wow. God, 6 bandits. That was... That could have been very nasty. Wolves. Yay. Alright, we're going back for them. Those are going to be what we break our bow on, I think. Oh, they are still behind us. Oh, shit! Well, the donkey took a beating, that's for sure. I'm just glad he didn't die, although if he did die, it's not a huge deal, because we're kind of done with him now. But yeah, that was bad. Wait, where did the other wolf's body go? I killed 2 wolves and one of the bodies disappeared. That's oh, it's sliding across the graphics. Fantastic. Look at him go. So now we know what happens to all of those corpses that we can't find. They just literally slid away. This is nuts. Where are you going? If I skin you, will you stop? Oh, I think the body disappears when you skin it. I haven't seen that one yet. That was new. Super new bug. Junk. Hey, wife. Food, she says. Fantastic. Here's what you asked for. You're a lifesaver. Anything for our family. Family, yeah. That's what we are, aren't we? Those shackles feel a lot warmer and more pleasant than I feared them to be. Wow. Okay. Alright. That was harsh but honest, I guess. Okay. I don't know. Are we going to have to take that tree? No, I think we can get away with it. When we do our next row of houses, we're going to have to take these trees, but I think for now we're fine. So let's go ahead and build the house. As east as we can get. Then we need to find, yep, line up our porches. And then crab walk till it's green. Ta-da! That method looks kind of crazy, but remember how our picture for our Season 1 village turned out? It actually worked out to keep it pretty straight. It looks surprisingly well designed for us having done it all from the ground freehand like that. You guys do some weird shit when you're wandering around with your torches, just saying. You're just standing here. You've been standing here for the last 2 times we've been by, just staring off into space with your shoulders hunched and your head forward, looking like some kind of Neanderthal weirdo. Your posture's terrible, sir. You know, my posture used to be terrible too until after I had 2 back surgeries. And now I'm super paranoid about posture because just leaning a little bit wrong in a chair is enough to make my back act up. So, try hard, Watchman. Well, we might need to make a new hammer soon. I guess we still have half left. That'll last us a while. Yep, I hear you, buddy. He is a very bad color to be riding at night. Okay. So now we can move the last people into these. So oh my, much smaller inside. I guess I really didn't realize the size difference between the Tier 2 and the Tier 3 house. It's actually a significant difference. I think we need 36 logs for the roof. I could be off, but I think because it's 6 sections of 12. So if you figure it's 6 sections of 6 logs, because logs make 2 planks to 1 log. So if you look at it from that way, it would be 6 times 6. I know I do math weird. Yeah, I don't think that we have enough. I was hoping to get one more house up, but I don't think that we have enough materials to do so. It's not going to be a big deal. Honestly, this house right now is going to be vacant. And then we still have the overflow house on top of that. It's to accrue more materials during. I forgot to turn these into planks. So it helps that the market stalls are not up yet, so we can actually stand over here to get the picture. So we're going to hit, let's quick save. We're going to go into photo mode. Right. I forgot that you have to be in third person. Okay, and then we are going to go to camera mode and up. Yeah, you can kind of see the little jank there where the house moves because of the item storage. And then these 3 houses, I should not have placed these 3 first. They should have been slid over a little bit more. We could have made that area a little sitting area there, if they would have been in line with where the other houses are. But that's okay. It doesn't look awful. I'll take it. It doesn't look as clean as our other village did, though. We still have quite a ways to go before we're anything like our other village. That fog is really not helping. I wish there was a way to remove the fog for screenshots, but it is what it is. Yeah, these 3 houses down here. Like, this one's going to stick out a little bit, but it wouldn't be so bad if these 3 weren't pushed so far back. And then we could use the extra wide alleyway, because there's already a pretty large alleyway here. We could have used the extra large alleyway to make this a sitting area. But I don't want to move the houses because that's going to be extremely resource expensive. We can always move them later. Once we have so many resources that we don't give a shit anymore, we can pull these out and then make that a sitting area. But for now, it's just going to look a little wonky. I think one more house, maybe? I don't think we're going to be able to get 2 here. I think we're only going to get one more house out of this line. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're only going to get one more. It is going to be extremely difficult, because I want to pull these out, but I don't want them to match with this one. I want them to match with these ones. It's going to be extremely difficult to get that in place. I could put the shops there, but I had originally, and still intend to, put the shops over here on the other side of the road, between the road and the river, and then have them follow the road, so that it looks like as people pass through, they can hit up our stores, kind of a thing. Like start them right here and have the 4 in a row, and then probably add more later. Okay, the roof on the workshop looks kinda janky there. 5 food. I don't know. Maybe we'll make it, maybe we won't. Most likely it's just going to wind up being wasted money. But we did end up at 57,000. Would have been 58 if I hadn't spent money on stupid things. But we also bought 2 horses, which was close to 20 grand. So we came out way ahead on this. And I'm very, very happy with how this episode turned out. Our extraction, the well needs buckets. I don't care about that. Production. Does everybody have tools here? Yes. Okay. So we're just going to ignore those 3. But it is about that time, guys. It's 5 till, which isn't really enough time to get into too awful much extra trouble. So I think we're probably going to stop here. We've got our house. We know we need farmers. and we need to do some questing, as we'll be going into winter here soon. So if you learned anything useful today, or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your night, and we will catch you next time. Thank you for watching.